What's up, travellers? Welcome back to the channel. SJ Aviation HQ bringing you another video for you guys today. Today we have the model review of the Japan Airlines Airbus A350-1000 made by NG Models. This model here was released in the April 2023 release by NG Models. Before we go any further into the video though, go ahead and leave a thumbs up below. Especially that thumbs up below, that of course will be a great indication of how much you enjoy the content on this channel. And of course, if you'd like to come along and join the future content here on this channel and view the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel below and smash that bell icon to be notified when videos go out on this channel, and stay up to date via the community tab on this channel. As mentioned, the model review of the Japan Airlines Airbus A350-1000 released in that March 2023 release by NG Models, a fantastic model. Of course, this model here was showcased in a shorts video in recent times. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and view it via the card in the top right corner right about now, or showcased in the description below via a link. Let me know in the comment section of that video or that shorts video about which one of the models you see in that video you'd like to see next, and I'll get that out as soon as I can onto this channel. So before we go ahead and showcase the box in front of you guys, I'm going to read out some information about Japan Airlines as an airline, and then some information about the airframe itself. So founded on April the 1st, 1951, and commencing operations on October the 25th, 1951, Japan Airlines is the flag carrier airline of Japan, and is headquartered in Shinagawa in Tokyo, with their main international hubs at Tokyo Narita and Haneda International Airports. According to planespotters.net, Japan Airlines has an aircraft fleet consisting of 145 aircraft, including 18 Airbus A350 XWB wide-bodies, which makes up 15 of the -900 XWBs and 3 of the 1000 XWB A350 aircraft, with an additional 6 Airbus A350-1000 soon to be delivered from the Airbus factory in Toulouse, France. On October the 1st, 2007, Japan Airlines became the 7th airline to join the One World Airline Alliance, with Hokkaido Air System, J-Air, Japan Air Commuter, and Japan Transocean Air all being One World affiliate members. Of course, all of those airlines I just mentioned are subsidiary airlines underneath the Japan Airlines. So going into some information about the specific airframe now. This aircraft that will be showcased in today's video is a 1-year-old Airbus A350-1000. This aircraft was the 610th Airbus aircraft, or Airbus A350, to roll out for Airbus at their Toulouse factory. This aircraft performed its first flight on October the 23rd of 2023. This aircraft wore the test registration of Foxtrot Dash Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot Mike, or for those that aren't too familiar with the phonetic alphabet, this aircraft wore the test registration of F-WZFM. As mentioned, this aircraft was built and produced at Toulouse, France, and as of today, this airframe is currently active on the network for Japan Airlines. The registration of the aircraft we'll be looking at today is Juliet Alpha 01 Whiskey Juliet. As mentioned, this aircraft is an Airbus A350-1000, delivered to Japan Airlines on December the 11th, 2023. This aircraft is equipped with 2 Rolls-Royce Trent XWB-97 engines. And last but not least, this aircraft was ferried between Toulouse and Tokyo Haneda on its delivery flight between December the 14th and 15th of 2023, as of course it would have crossed the international date line. And the last little bit of information, this aircraft is now currently painted into a red, or it has a red Airbus A350-1000 special decaling on the rear of the aircraft, and this aircraft was entered into service on January the 24th of 2024. So there's that information out of the way, so let's go ahead and showcase the box. As you can see, this box looks rather nice indeed. Nicely done box here for Japan Airlines. As of course, if you haven't checked out the model review I did of the One World livery on the Japan Airlines Airbus A350-1000, go ahead and check it out, top right corner right about now. But of course, here we have, spanning across the top of the box, we have the A350-1000 titles here in the Airbus font. Here in the middle of the box we can see the Airbus A350-1000, it's all its glory. Here in the bottom left corner we have the Japan Airlines logo there and the registration, Juliet Alpha 01 Whiskey Juliet, very nice indeed. Here we have the NG Models logo and where it says it is a 1:4 scale die-cast aircraft. Here on the bottom panel we have the NG Models logo in the bottom left, and on the top left we see the Airbus A350-1000 logo face there showing the aircraft type. Here is the aircraft and the 2D rendering of it, very nice indeed, in the registration there. And here is the barcode. On the right panel we have the same information we saw just before, but of course the difference here is the Japan Airlines logo there. On this side is identical to the opposite side with the aircraft type, the NG Models logo there, and of course the aircraft there looking fantastic indeed, and the registration. And of course this side identical to the opposite side as well, with the logo of Japan Airlines in the center there. On the back of the box we have the NG Models logo up here on the top. In the middle we have the 2D rendering of the aircraft again. Very nice. And then here we have the social handles for NG Models, their Facebook and their Instagram. And of course the website as well. There we have the barcode and the warning information as well. Very cool, and that's where it says it's made in China, of course NG Models being a Chinese brand. A very nice looking box, pretty simplistic, but it does the job. The 350-1000 has got to be one of my favourite aircraft on the planet, of course. In my opinion, the 900 would have to be my favourite variant of the Airbus A350. I do have a special bond with the aircraft. Everyone, if you know, you know. I'll probably let you guys know the information about that when I do the model review of the JC Wings Singapore Airlines A350-900 in the near future. So that will do it for this portion of the video, the reading out of the airline information and the aircraft information and the showcasing of the box. So let's go ahead and check out the model. And here is the absolutely stunning Japan Airlines Airbus A350-1000 by NG Model. Doesn't look absolutely fantastic. Of course, the A350-1000 is one of my favourite variants of aircraft type in general. I have a weird liking to aircraft that have long fuselages, such as the 787-10, 777X that is soon to be certified by Boeing, and of course, you know, the likes of the A350-1000 as you know, it's on the screen at the moment. In this portion of the video, I'm going to be showcasing the model up close to the camera, giving you some nice up close images of this aircraft, and then you know, as we go, giving you some insights about what some of the components do in the event of a flight. So let's go ahead and dive in straight into the review of this model. First and foremost, zooming right into the model and putting it up close for you guys. Here we have the front of the aircraft. In the middle of the shot we can make out the nose cone. Now underneath that is a component called the weather radar. Now what that does, it is used to detect storms along the flight path of a flight to give the pilots a visual indication of the rainfall intensity and the possibility of turbulence ahead of them. This enables the crew to navigate around any potential hazardous areas along the assigned flight plan that they have assigned for their flight. There, right in the middle of the shot to the left of the nose cone, we can see the pitot tubes and the angle of attack sensor there. And the pitot tube is used to measure vertical flow velocity, and the angle of attack sensor, otherwise known as the AOA sensor, offers a visual indication of the amount of lift the wings are generating at a given airspeed or angle of bank. Very cool indeed. And of course, in the middle of the shot there, we can make out the raccoon mask around the cockpit windows there. Of course, the raccoon mask was introduced on the Airbus A350 XWB aircraft. Of course, the 900 variant is, of course, that was the first variant to take flight from Airbus. Very cool, now seen on an array of Airbus aircraft, ranging from the Airbus A320 family, A320neo family as well. Also seen on some A330s and 340s. Very cool indeed. Would have been quite cool if Airbus put the raccoon mask on the A380 perhaps, to give it a little bit of aspect to it. But in the middle of the shot, again, we can make out the window wipers. Very cool indeed. Right here in the middle of the shot, if I bring it up close to you guys, we have the nose gear of this aircraft. As you can see, it does roll. Now on the nose gear door there, we can see 01 Whiskey. The last three digits of the registration, as of course it is Juliet Alpha 01 Whiskey Juliet. So not the last digits, but maybe there's some of them as well. Very cool. Of course, the last digit is Juliet. Here we have the first of the main cabin window, boarding doors here, and to the right of that we can see the One World emblem there, the logo there. Of course, Japan Airlines joined the One World Alliance as the 7th airline on April the 1st of 2007. Here on the top of the cabin windows we can see the Japan Airlines typeface there, or logo face if you want to call it that. Very cool indeed. But right here in the middle of the shot, we can see this is the pedostatic system that is used to determine an aircraft's airspeed, Mach number, altitude, and altitude trend. Very nice indeed. And right here in the middle of the shot, we can see the second of the main boarding doors, and next to that we have the One World emblem as well. But there we have the cabin windows for this aircraft, and just next to the right of the Japan Airlines tunnels there, we have the flag of Japan. Here on the top of the fuselage, just there in the center of the shot, we can see the beacon light. Very cool. And here we have the first of the antennas on the top of the fuselage. Very nice indeed. Here we have in the center of the shot, we can see the landing light, or the wing light, primarily used when the aircraft is in operation on a runway, especially when the aircraft is either landing or just about to take off or depart an airport. Also used between 0 and 10,000 feet as a requirement. Very nice indeed. Here we have this size Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 97 engine. Very nice indeed. I like how engine models have the capability of seeing through the engines there. Very cool. And of course, this is a Rolls-Royce engine, as you can see the Rolls-Royce emblem there. Very nice indeed. Here we have this side's landing gear, the triple bogey of the A350-1000, as of course is much longer than the A350-900. One of the longest aircraft in the skies at the moment, the A350-1000. Only, I think it's just longer or just shorter than the 777-300ER, but it is shorter than the 340-600, I believe. Shorter than the 747-8, and the longest aircraft in the commercial aviation at the moment is the 777-9X. Of course, that's soon to be certified. Here we have at the end of the wing. Here we can see the three strobe lights there, just here at the center of the shot, and next to that, to the right of them, we see the red navigation light. just ever so slightly there. Now in the event of a flight, especially when it's airborne or just enters an active runway, and of course crossing an active runway as well, the strobe lights would flash twice in sequence. If this was a Boeing, the strobe lights would flash once in sequence, especially if it was a Dreamliner. You would definitely know if it was a Dreamliner because the strobe lights and the beacon lights are so bright because of the LED lighting there. And of course here in the shot, if I can try to focus on it for you guys. Having a bit of trouble with this. But here we have the winglet, or otherwise known as the sharklet in terms of Airbus terms. Very cool indeed, a nice sharklet design for Japan Airlines. As you can see, that's the interior of it. Moving down the fuselage, we can see the this is the third door on the aircraft, not a boarding door, more an emergency exit door in any sense. And moving down the fuselage, here we have the SATCOM here, the Wi-Fi dome. That is used to provide the IFE on board the aircraft, because IFE standing for in-flight entertainment. Of course, that is seen in the TVs behind each of the seats. Here we have the we support UNICEF decaling there, seen on most, if not all, of Japan Airlines' aircraft. Here we have what can be considered another boarding door, the L4 boarding door, or 4 Lima boarding door, that can be used as a boarding door when disembarking or boarding the aircraft via the apron of an aircraft, an airfield or an airport. Here we have the very large registration, Juliet Alpha 01 Whiskey Juliet, and where it shows that this aircraft is an Airbus A350-1000. One thing that I should note, that this aircraft is now wearing the Airbus A350 decaling in the red text. I think it's ranging from about here, from this antenna round about to here, I think, not too sure, but Aviation 100 recently released one. Here is the second antenna on the top of the fuselage, and then on the bottom we just saw the third antenna on, or the first antenna on the bottom of the fuselage. There we go, but we'll see that in a better angle when we look at the bottom of the aircraft. Here we have the empennage, or the tail fin of the aircraft, or the vertical fin, vertical stabilizer. With the Japan Airlines emblem there, the crane, very famous for Japan Airlines. I think, if I am correct in saying this, maybe not. It would be cool if NG Models or someone who does A350s put a little mark on the leading edge of the tail fin, showcasing the camera, the tail camera. That would be pretty cool if someone would do that. Here we have the vertical stabilizer. This is, of course, the vertical stabilizer. This is the horizontal stabilizer. Here we can see 2 little dots there on each side, one there, other one just there. They are the logo lights, or the tail lights. They are used to light up the tail fin during night operations, to give a visual indication to anyone in the control tower about who, identification to know who the airline is. And of course, to show where the aircraft is. Of course, the navigation lights and the strobe lights would also be an indication of that. Now, these could also be used as a marketing tool to anyone within a terminal or around an airfield, to give them a sense to want to fly the airline. Very nice indeed. Let's have a look at the other side of the aircraft. The only main differences here on this side of the aircraft is right here. If I can zoom in a little further again. Right here we can see the forward baggage compartment, and down here we can see the rear baggage compartment. on this side's wing, if I'm able to focus on it, we can see the green navigation light there. This of course is the number 2 engine, the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 97 engines. Very cool indeed. Another main difference is on this side we can see the emergency escape hatch for the cockpit. Of course that's where the pilots would evacuate the aircraft. And otherwise everything else is basically flipped on this side. Very cool indeed. I do like this aircraft a lot. One of my favourite models. Let's have a look at the belly of the aircraft. I'll do my best in terms of the focusing for you guys. But here we have some nice details on the bottom of the aircraft here. Because they are air vents, I believe. These little things here with the 5 red dots there. Here we have the beacon light on the bottom of the aircraft. The stand hole for anyone who puts a 4jet scale aircraft on a stand. Here's the landing gear doors, because that's where of course the landing gear would retract into. Of course here we have, right here we have the nose gear doors. Right there in the center of the shot is what's known as the RAT, or the ram air turbine. That is a small propeller that extends from the belly of the aircraft to provide some power to the engines in the case of, testing or emergency power. Very cool. Here's some nice details again of the antennas and other decals here. And right here at the center of the shot is the entryway to the APU, auxiliary power unit, an additional engine on board the aircraft. Very nice indeed. So that is basically it for the review part of this model, and a very, very nice model. Go ahead and get one yourself if you haven't done so already. If you would like to wait for NG models to come out and release, the one that has the 350-1000 decaling at the rear of the aircraft, then you're most welcome to do that as well. But of course, if you did like today's video, go ahead and throw a thumbs up below. A great indication, as mentioned earlier in the video, of how much you enjoy today's content, and of course the content on this channel. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to come along and join me for other videos here on the channel, go ahead and subscribe below. The freest way to support the channel. It would be great to see your support on future videos. More videos like this are coming up very, very soon. The model review of the KLM Orange Pride 777, the Emirates A350, the Cargolux 747-8 by JC Wings. And of course, if you'd like to go ahead and check out the shorts video you can see in the card top right corner right about now, go ahead and let me know which of those models you would like to see reviewed on this channel coming up very soon. Comment in the video what you'd like to see next. And of course, if you'd like to go ahead and be notified for when videos go live on this channel as soon as it's live, go ahead and ding the bell icon, the essential part to be notified when videos go live on this channel. If you like to come along and join me on my social media channels, go ahead and scan the QR code you can see on the screen now. It will lead you straight to my airport's Instagram page. It of course is the one place to be seeing the information about my route network, the models themselves and photographs, and of course some up-to-date information about the whereabouts on social media. And of course, if you'd like to go ahead and go to all the links in my one full platform, go ahead and scan the QR code you can see on the screen now. And of course, will lead you straight to my Linktree account. All the links in one place. And yeah, that would basically do it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. As of course, as I mentioned, go ahead and throw a thumbs up, subscribe, and of course, ding that bell icon to be notified when video live on the channel. Soon enough, in the end screen will be some options for you guys if you'd like to go ahead and check out my most recent video. That will be on the left hand side. On the right hand side will be the full playlist of model reviews I've done so far on this channel. And of course in the middle will be where you can subscribe. But until next time guys, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.